Congratulations, you want to live in Howell, Michigan. Howell, Michigan is the capital city of Livingston County here in Michigan. It is a small city compared to probably most, but it is still a larger city compared to our communities. But again, nonetheless, congratulations. Why are you watching this video now? You're going to get more insight to, one, the community, the amenities, the location and convenience to the highways, back roads, and in between, kind of where you're going to be going for either work, your family, or activities. So we're going to jump into it right now in a Google Maps view and a street view. Once again, congratulations. You want to move to our community. We constantly are having conversations with people just like you from all over the country, all over the state that want to relocate or are going to relocate to our community. And let's see if it's worth for you to look into Howell, Michigan. So on this map view, here is the city limits within the community, 96, which is east and west. And then another main highway or route to point out is Highland Road or M59, and that runs same thing, east and west, and that's great accessibility to Heartland. Once I zoom out, we'll be able to get a better idea of location of where it is, one, in Livingston County, and then two, the accessibility to highways, so on and so forth. So I will annotate it here right now. Again, 96, heading east to Detroit. We'll zoom out one more. Heading west to Lansing. Annotate and clear. So back to it. Again, the dot is Howell, so you're gonna go east to Detroit, west to Lansing, and then to get north, you're either gonna do M59, west to Heartland. And what is Livingston County? Just a really rough overview. Here is Brighton, Pinckney, and Livingston County is going to be just about there, all the way up to Linden and Fenton, all the way over to like your Webervilles, down Stockbridge, and then over to the Pinckneys and so on and so forth. What's south? Washington County. What is east? Oakland County, Wayne County, and then up here is Genesee County, and then still portions of Oakland County up this way as well. So north, you're gonna go east on M59 and then hit 23 north and south. So even for Howell, Brighton is by far maybe more of a convenient location for quick north, east, south, west, but Howell still has a lot of great benefits and accessibility to any direction you need to be going. And even if you head west to get to 127 or 69, or north to get to 69 up to Huron, good accessibility for all those highways. So it definitely checks the box for convenience. And then just so we know, I want to type in directions to the airport. It is going to be a little bit further than Brighton, but still you're within an hour radius of getting to the airport, whether it's DTW or north to Flint. I believe your Flint airport is going to be somewhere around here in 75. So still a very convenient location when it comes to the accessibility to the highways. Let's just do this. Detroit, Michigan, for all those that are heading downtown for sporting events. Go Wings, go Tigers, go Pistons, go Lions. Still looking at a 55-minute drive. We're getting a lot of couples still call us about Howell that are commuting to Ann Arbor. So a 33-minute drive, 43 minutes if you're going to cut through the Pinckney community area. So still great accessibility. In why are people choosing Howell versus Brighton or maybe portions of Washington County, Dexter, or Chelsea? More bang for your buck. You're going to get more of a home at a $300-$400 price point. It just makes sense for these young first-time home buyers. So whether you're commuting to Detroit for work or for pleasure, or Ann Arbor for work or for pleasure, you're going to have great accessibility to those highways to make it convenient for you and your family. And that's why a lot of people, 1, are choosing Livingston County for the convenience, 2, taxes, and then 3, we still have a lot of great amenities here in our community. So let's dive in deep. And before we actually zoom in, just to give a little bit of perspective of where we are in this community, I'm going to grab my annotate. Again, Pinckney to the south, it's going to be D19 north and south, Heartland east and west, Fowlerville can be accessed off of Grand River or 96, and this is only 10 minutes or so. And Fowlerville, we're going to dive into that community, but Fowlerville is starting to grow, a lot more bang for your buck. And then 2, great accessibility. I think door to door, this community in downtown or South Fowlerville to our office in Brighton, 15 minutes. So your accessibility or your convenience is still at an all-time high. And then obviously going to the east is going to be that Brighton community. Diving in to downtown Howell. Downtown Howell for me is definitely a close second to Brighton. If not, it's a big comparable. Both of those communities for me are definitely interchangeable. And let's get to Grand River. Okay. I want to be going, you know what? This is not a bad direction to start. I'm going to zoom all the way over here, and this is going to be the community schools. We have an elementary school up front, or it's a middle intermediate school, and then we have the high school in the back, and it's just steps out of downtown Brighton. Schools always come up in your search for first-time home buyers and or small growing families. Howell, Brighton, Heartland, Howell, Pinckney are very interchangeable in rankings within the state. Within our community, there is a discrepancy, but Howell is always something to be talked about when it comes to educational system. It's definitely a close second to the Brighton community. The problem with Brighton is there's not a lot more real estate to expand these communities. Brighton is more or less hit their max. Howell, when you drive down M59, you see nothing but land clearings to land clearings to land clearings. And that's great. It shows that this community is healthy, growing, with a lot of great opportunity for years and years to come. If I can zoom. So I am on the edge of downtown, and we're going to kind of quickly click through. Here is the start of downtown. There's a great brewery right here on the corner. Pizzas, sandwiches, beer. Haven't been there a while, but it is always a staple within the community. We did a spotlight video on Howell's Main Street Winery. They're a winery, but they're also a pizzeria. Highly recommend, and then also just highly recommend trying that winery out, but highly recommend checking out our video to see a little bit more snapshot of the community. Definitely talked about within the county as well, Heart of Michigan, all your Michigan products, your Michigan jams, your Michigan wines, your Michigan products, your Michigan shirts, your Michigan beers, all of those things kind of condensed down to a singular store. So they've done all the work for you. You don't have to track down not opportunities. You don't have to track down products. You can just head to the store. They've tracked down all those products for you. Anything that you want that's pure Michigan made. Gus's Carryout, Howell. It's a staple within Brighton. They have a few more locations and nothing but a good thing. When you're looking for their fried chicken, their pizza, their to-go salads, just make it a little more convenient for you so you're not having to head to Brighton for all those things. A lot of these are just boutique businesses and storefronts, CPAs. I clicked too far past. Always a popular venue is the Opera House, whether it's a seminar, a speaking event, or anything in between those. That is always a spot or a go-to, or it could be a reception dinner. It could be a what do you call those? pre-wedding dinners. Any type of venue or a venue that you might need in the Howell community, the Opera House is always something to keep on the top of your mind. Right next door, it is going to be the Black Iron Coffee Roasters. I'm sure they serve coffee, and I do believe they serve coffee, but they are a roaster. They are serving a lot of the beans and the brews within the community at other storefronts, whether it be the coffee shop on the corner and in certain restaurants. And I think that's massive. It's all in our brand. You know, there's lots to love in Livingston County. Buy local, use local, live local. We are massive proponents of actually utilizing small businesses and not utilizing those chains always. And when we can support these small businesses, it's nothing but a good thing but for consumers. It's nothing but a good thing for us and those industries. It is not out front, but on the back side of these buildings, it is going to be Two Fogs Bar Grill. Great restaurant here. Always an option when it comes to downtown Howell dining. Two things on this corner, and we'll just start first here with Diamonds Steak and Seafoods. We choose Diamonds when it comes to anniversaries, birthdays, seasonal celebrations, and dinners when you're looking a little more for that fine dining opportunity. And we always reach for Diamonds. Around the corner and associated with Diamonds, there's another restaurant that I'll point out. It's the Silver Pig. The Silver Pig Bar and Oyster Lounge, I believe they serve pizzas as well. They're joined together in the back or in the behind the scenes for Diamonds and for the Silver Pig. Same owners. It's always a good option when it comes to maybe not a fine dining long-term experience, but hey, let's get a quick drink. Let's do small plates. Let's grab some oysters. Something quick and easy. Through the FedEx truck, on this corner, Uptown Coffee House. We are in Lyon Township. We are predominantly in Brighton, so it's a little bit easier for us to go to certain coffee shops here. But when we're in that community, we are always stopping in on Uptown Coffee House. Few things to point out here. I think Brighton and Howell have similar boutique stores. Finding Roots is a great, cute little boutique. This is something that people come far and wide to check out all throughout the state, or even passing through the state, is M Street Baking Co. And if you check it out, I'm not going to click on it. I don't necessarily want to mess anything up right now, but when you look at it and you check it out, one, they got a lot of reviews, and then two, their specialty is like these crazy stackable milkshakes. I swear, all of my friends from all across the state will always come to M Street Bakery, and I always see them post them. I'm like, what are you doing in Howell? M Street Baking Co. It is something that people are always coming for throughout the whole community. I wonder if I can go down this little street. I can't, but it's a cute little alley, and I think there's a back way to the businesses. Businesses will have tables out there. There'll be performers out there. Just a cute little thing that Howell is having. As we click through a little bit further, again, more boutique businesses, more nice restaurants. Dairy Queen is always popular on this corner. Here is Town Hall or City Center. This is kind of like the start to a lot of the festivals, a lot of the races, the Under the Lights 5K. Cleary's Pub, always a go-to when it comes to fast, quick, laid-back Irish pubs. My mom actually grew up with the brothers, if not just one of the brothers. There's two Cleary's Pubs. There's one in Howell, and then there's one in Chelsea. This Italian restaurant, I don't want to butcher its name, but I believe it's the Celio. It is the same owners as Diamonds and Silver Pig. I believe Diamonds actually used to be in here, and then they moved down to down to that location on the corner. So it used to be a small little boutique steakhouse, and they took the leap for better, and they moved on that corner and got into a bigger square footage. And at this point in time, I definitely see them as a thriving business here in our community. We are borderline just outside of downtown, some kind of more of corporate stores. The last thing that I wanted to show you was Karate's Pizza Bar and Bocce. The name says it all. Pizzeria, bar, and they actually have bocce courses that you can rent for the few hours, few games. Great pizza, great staple. And we just did a great community video here in downtown Brighton at Captain's on Main. And that's one thing I really want to point out is we've got a lot of chains. We've got a lot of pizza options that are Marco's Pizza, Pizza Hut, Domino's. These are great and actually my preferred alternatives when I'm looking for pizza here in the community. And it's definitely something a little bit different outside of your steakhouses, your seafoods, maybe like a Mexican spot, so on and so forth. Movie theater right behind them. Doesn't play that many movies, but it's definitely, it's been there for years. It'll be there for years. And, it's definitely something that's always looked at as a staple in this community. So that is everything when it comes to downtown. I'm going to jump out of this really quick. Exit out of that. Perfect. That was the downtown area. And then just to give you a little annotation of where we were, one, we looked at the schools to start. I will zoom out. I will show you those schools again. We started here on the west side of downtown. We clicked through. We went down to Silver Pig. We went up to M Street Bakery. We went down, and then we ended roughly here at Karate's Pizzeria and Bar. Okay. So where are people living in the Howell community? One, the Howell school jurisdiction is pretty broad. It might be the biggest and most broad jurisdiction within schools, and it goes as far as, a portion of here on, I believe that's Heine, that's McClements. It goes to about right here. Heartland is roughly that. This is all mailing Howell. Howell mailing goes to about right there. But that's more likely Heartland schools, Brighton schools, and then this is all Howell. All of this. So, even though that you're in maybe a Brighton Township mailing or a Heartland Township mailing, you might have a Howell school district. And that's something to point out is in certain places, when you get a little further east of Howell, you're still going to see those school districts. And that's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. They have a great reach and they have great accessibility for all of the age groups and all of the school districts. I did point out the Howell High School and then the Challenger Elementary School. There are a few other community schools here in the area. There is Three Fires Elementary School off of Crooked Lake and Latson Road. And that's all that comes to mind. I know that I'm definitely missing a few. And we might throw that into a link about we did a short-term video on what makes up the Howell Public Schools, and that's probably a great resource or the best resource when it comes to the schools that make up Howell. Another thing to point out, shopping. Where are we going to for shopping when it comes to grocery stores and or regular shopping? Tanger outlet malls, and then boutique stores in the downtown area. And then people most likely are probably heading to Green Oaks Mall or shopping options in the greater Lansing community. Where are people grocery shopping in Howell? There's a few options. There's a Kroger on the north side of downtown. If it populates, it's right here. This is a big shopping center. See if we can do I do not want to mess it up. But this is a big shopping center. This is Town Commons, a nice great, I think it's a Newbury development, a builder out of the greater Lansing area, but Town Commons has apartments, has townhomes, has actual single family homes. These are condos. Then it's a nice little shopping center. Same thing here, Big B Coffee, Jonah's Market, and a few other businesses here in this complex as well. You can't talk about Howell without talking about Thompson Lake. That is public. There is a public launch for the community either City Park or down here on this access for the community to enjoy Thompson Lake and then also Lake Chemung. Those are going to be the bigger lakes in these communities. All of the other lakes or bodies of waters are more likely going to be smaller no-wake lake opportunities. Going from Kroger, the other option is going to be Meijer and Walmart. Home improvement stores, you got your Home Depot and you got your Lowe's, and then back to accessibility, quick accessibility of the 96 all throughout the community to either access Brighton, Lansing, North, Detroit, and Ann Arbor. So I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity of the Howell community. Again, congratulations. It's a great community. It's something that we're always very excited about when people come to talk to us about moving to Howell or moving to Brighton or moving to Livingston County. It's something that is always on somebody's list and somebody's radar. There's a great accessibility to the highways and convenience for things that you want to be located to. There's obviously an abundance of shopping, boutique stores, great restaurants in downtown, bars, so on and so forth. There's good grocery stores. There's great schools. Record schools within the state, time and time again, and then also great sports. Brighton's got a great sports culture, and we have a lot of great sports culture throughout this community. Howell is no different. If you're looking for a convenient, safe, great community to raise your family when you're relocating outside of the state of Michigan or outside of Livingston County, it is something that needs to be on your radar. Chris Lotz, Pat Lotz Real Estate Group, thanks for tuning in for another Howell Michigan Explained. We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to use those like, comment, and share buttons below. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Pat Lotz Real Estate for more helpful home buying and selling tips. Want a free comparable market analysis? Scan that QR code on your screen or visit our website at www.patlotz.com and fill out the request form. There's lots to love in Livingston County.